every so often games come along where just the whole thing is just way above average, and that was Hades 1. And now this game is getting 10 of 10s everywhere. So like everyone was kind of concerned, like, how are they gonna, how are they gonna strike gold twice? How is Lightning gonna hit twice with Hades 1 and 2? Like, how could you make it an entire second game and still have that same effect the first one did? It's sounding like they might have done it.
Well, Hades 2, Cohh, you've been playing it more than I have. Hades 1 was like one of your favorite games of all time. So you've fully deep dived into 2. What are your thoughts on it then?
My thoughts are this is exactly everything a sequel should be. It has somehow found a way to feel old and comfortable, but also brand new. It does the base gameplay loop of Hades 1, but like all new weapons, all new ways to augment them, a lot of like reworked gods, more specialty things. Like it's absolutely wild just how large Hades 2 is. And every single run that I do, I hear entirely new dialogue all the time.
These rushes were nothing. Back when we used to spar, almost never got a clean hit in on you.
The amount of reactive stuff they have is continually blowing my mind. Like being able to get 2 RNG things on the way to a boss fight, and then getting to the boss fight, and in one voice text have them register both of the RNG things I picked up on the way there.
Oh.
It's just like, I could have picked like one of 3 different things in each of those. Like, it's crazy. And like the amount of different dialogue there is for different events happening in different orders and things like that. On top of that, the gameplay is classic Hades. It's everything I liked from the first game, but more and better. It feels like every system has been touched at least a little bit. The QOL has been enhanced. It's just, and somehow, even though it's like the exact same loop, they have a narrative that makes it feel new. But you're doing exactly what you did like in a lot of ways in the first one, so. Or slacker. Oh my God, it's just a bunch of dad jokes. I love it. That was great. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, it's been awesome. Like I said, I'm still unlocking major mechanics.
So what define major mechanics? New weapons, new
challenge runs.
Okay.
I just unlocked, this is like slightly spoilery, but I just unlocked the ability to make loadouts for a part of the game that I was really looking forward to doing that.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. The progression of the Arcana cards and how that works is huge. Like the aspect thing it completely changes the way the game plays, and you don't get that until later in the game. Technically there are multiple end challenges, and I haven't even done all those yet. Like a single time. So it's this game is massive, and it's arguably better in like almost every way than 1. That being said, that just makes me say this even harder and louder. Do not play this game before you play Hades 1.
Yeah.
Like, this game is almost better in every way. I think that Hades 1 is an incredible game, but I think that people will be in for a relatively rude awakening if they play this for like 100 hours and then go to Hades 1. Hades 1 is incredible, but like there's so many things in 2 that are just like a little better that I think it could affect the experience playing 2 first. That's how much stuff they changed and made better.
Damn. Okay.
Yep. And I strongly recommend the first game. So you should play the first game first, 100%. I don't care what the devs say. I don't even know what they say. You should play the first game first. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just an amazing game. So,
Makes sense.
Worth every minute.
I put 8 hours into early access, and right now I'm at 12. So I guess I've got close to 5 hours in it, which is not much. But of the initial weapon set that you get, the initial slew of weapons, however 4 or 5 or whatever it is, only the axe is something that resonates with me. Is having played what you have, is that something that will change for me?
Well,
knowing what you know of me, it's very like, answer me.
you like big bonk weapons.
You numbers go up and down.
Do you like the axe because it has that big bonk at the end of its combo? Like big hits?
Yeah. And I got something where it just turned it into the big bonk when I hit, and that's it.
I love the axe. I never use the big bonk a single time.
Oh yeah.
In fact, what I do is I bounce between attack and special, because you can do attack, special, attack, special, attack, special, and never get the delay of the third attack.
Oh, so you cancel it a little bit. Okay.
I cancel it every time I use it, and it makes it far more effective. The thing that I like about the weapons in Hades 2 is that all of the weapons have felt very effective. I've just had to learn the right way to use them. And I've really enjoyed that. The thing that I didn't like so much about Hades 1 is there were a couple weapons that I felt were just intrinsically better on mouse and keyboard, or better on controller, or stuff like that. I always had some trouble with the soft targeting system, which has been wildly improved in the second, by the way. But that being said, like in 2, not only do you get the weapons and you get aspects later, like the regular ones, but it seems like the amount of boons and buffs they offer you give a little bit more like build potential in terms of making. I have not yet found a weapon that I haven't been able to turn into something I've really enjoyed playing.
Huh. Okay.
And the first game I didn't feel that way quite as much. The weapon selection in general, funny enough, I actually might say I liked in the first game a little bit better. But there is one weapon, particularly in the second, that is like, for me, obviously, when you see it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the best weapon that's ever. Oh, what the shit is this? It's a mech suit? Is this a joke? Bro, one of the weapons in Hades 2 is a goddamn mech suit? Oh my God! It's been a lot of fun. For your play style, there are definitely what you want is Hephaestus. You want to be focusing Hephaestus, because Hephaestus has skills where he can hit, and when he does, like 400 damage just clonks on the enemy in AoE, and then it's like nothing. You have to wait 10 seconds before you can do it again. So it's very much like a big bonk god. You can even turn like daggers into big bonk using something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, every depending, especially when you factor in the hammer, which completely changes the way some of these weapons play, you can make all the weapons probably function in some way that you like playing, in some combination of the specials, omegas, and cast.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, again, only 5 or 6 hours and 1.0 for me, but I echo everything from like story to character to art to music. It's all up there with 1, if not better than 1. And I've gotten as far as I think I've done 4 runs, and I got to the 3rd boss in the fields.
Nice.
And I already have, I'm sure you do as well, Cohh, I already have enemies where I'm just like, I don't want to fucking fight this enemy. Like I hate
there's
definitely these guys so fucking much. Yeah, it just like tilts me to oblivion when they show up on the screen.
What I will say is, as you play, you will find more and more ways to deal with enemies you don't like, which is really nice. So like if they have a lot of armor, there's, you can find buffs to deal with that. If they're shooting a lot of super fast things, now there's buffs to slow those down. Okay. So it's like there's things you can do to tailor your play experience a little more to what you want.
Got it. Yep. Definitely a type of game I think I just need to put more hours into.
It will reward you with it.
That's I felt the same way with Hades 1 as well. It wasn't an immediate grab of like, holy shit, this game's fantastic. It was a slower burn. And I can kind of get that from this one as well.